Alright, Shalom. Before I begin this video, all praise, honor, and glory goes unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, rule well and teach well, as well as the sincere salutations, alright, to the elder bishops, along with the sincere salutations to hopeful elect Akim, who are pushing this word all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Rakakwadash Barakatham to you brothers. And the title of this video, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, is Without a Shadow of a Doubt, Babylon the Great is finished. Alright, Babylon the Great is done. America, this is it. This is the end. America, Babylon the Great is coming to a close. Okay, very, very soon we're going to see the implementation of the CHIP. You're going to see famines, all sorts of rioting in the street, uproars of the people, spoiling of the people. People are going to be robbing and getting robbed. Yet the elect of the nation of Israel is going to prosper, is going to make it, all the way to the end. That's why, Lord's will, we be of the elect. Starting off with the elder apostle Aaron on down. Right along with you sincere Akim, you brothers who are, laboring, pushing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Because we can see without a shadow of a doubt. Alright, this place is absolutely toast. You look at these people they through. Brothers are constantly putting up these videos of, people just freaking out. Especially Eve. Especially the so-called black woman. The so-called black woman, she don't know what the hell to do right now. She don't know what to do. The heathen don't know what to do. Right, the 2/3 don't know what's going on. Alright, only the elect is going to understand and know and take heed to the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And turn to Him. Seek Him. Looking for a specific passage, but if I can't find it, then it is what it is. I'm looking for a specific and these are all, these are all beautiful. This is one that brothers constantly bring out. Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. So we truly do believe that this is the end, that the Lord is going to save his elect, okay, and that he's going to completely destroy Babylon the Great, aka America, right? That the Israelites, or the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, along with those of you, speckled bird, who may look like the other nations, yet your line goes back to Israel through, your father. And it's something that we wholeheartedly believe. Okay, we wholeheartedly believe that, to the point, where now you are, an enemy of everybody. Right? You're an enemy to everybody. If you are, a servant of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you're going to be an enemy to everybody. Salakia. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 23. I'm just going to start from the top. Alright, so this is Psalms chapter 23 and verse 1. And it reads, a psalm of David, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So we know all things through Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. We not left wanting. When it comes to prophecy, when it comes to the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We got all you can eat, all you can drink, corn and wine, and let's get that. Isaiah 55:1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. So the Lord is going to feed. Really this is speaking about the elect. Because all of Israel is supposed to, attach to the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Yeah, we know they ain't. So really this is just speaking about the elect. Because only the elect, thirst, for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's what keep us going. That's the only thing that keep us going. That's the only thing that, has us looking forward to the next day. We understand that, in these last few days, we understand that we getting closer and closer to the Lord's return. But reading once again Isaiah 55:1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, only the Israelites, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. So like brothers constantly say, you gotta pay attention through the spirit. You gotta pay with your spirit. Which if you pay through the spirit, then you're gonna pay through the mind, and then you're gonna pay through the body. Right? Because like the scriptures say, that it's the spirit that quickeneth. It's the spirit that has us to do everything. This ain't just our body. Because the flesh is weak. So it's the spirit that powers us. We do everything through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. And Jake get tired of hearing the word spirit. Jake here comes Jake talking about, y'all always talking about spiritual. Y'all need to talk about what's going on here. And then when we speak on what's going on here, when we speak on things and we speak on the different articles, oh no, don't talk about the article. Now we want to know what you think. So it went from, okay, they don't want to hear the prophecies. Alright, now they don't want to hear about anything else. Now all of a sudden, okay, let's just stop talking about it. See, because our people ultimately want to put us back in them graves, man. See, when Jake act like that, that's Jake trying to put your ass back to sleep. And many of them have been successful oh man. Many of them have been successful into turning our people back to the mush, that mushed up BS that is Christianity. Our people have been, enlightened, so to speak, and then they're put back to sleep. They got that cover put back on them. Because you got a lot of different videos, which of course, Jake, it's becoming a popularity contest to see who can scoff against the Israelites the most. Who can talk shit about the prophecies the most. Now it's becoming a popular thing. Coming against the truth is a popular thing. If you want to go trending, talk about the Israelites. Right? That's why you see these different celebrities. These different celebrities. Here it is. You ain't heard from this celebrity in fucking, a decade. This nigga ain't made a song in over 20 years. And then they just come around, y'all talk about y'all this and y'all that. And y'all God's people, you damn right. We gonna represent that. Cause this was given to us for free. We ain't have to do nothing. We ain't have to sign up with an e-letter. Right? Isaiah 55:1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. So that's an indicator of a false prophet. If you got your cash out embroidered into your shirt with the let me stop. But Jake has all kinds of different ways to try to incorporate getting money with the truth. Selling fucking t-shirts and pants. Brew. And I don't want to get a cease and desist letter. Brew Clothing Company or some, which that probably already exists. Brews and Co. It's all because we at the end of this thing, man. So you can, without a shadow of a doubt, okay, that we are in the valley. That we are in the valley of death. Right, and there is a dark shadow that's casted over this place. Babylon the Great, aka America. This place is fucking evil. It's evil. The people are evil. Let's go back. Let's go straight to the point. Psalms 23:1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Yeah, so he got us out of this mess. He through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, got us out of this damn mess. This is a mess. This is a fucking mess here in Babylon the Great. You know, and the Lord freed us. And now, Lord's will, we be of the elect. The Lord is going to physically, you know, free us. Coming soon, we're going to be physically freed. You know, we're going to be physically saved. All right? Psalms 23:2. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So he called us into this marvelous light. You know, the scriptures talk about many are called, but few are chosen. So it's a honor. It's an honor to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And it's an honor to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, up under the elder apostles, Great Millstone, up under, you know, elder brothers, serve up under brothers. You know, you should never feel like, you know, oh, I'm, you know, above this brother. Now, of course, you know, there's order. You know, there's rank through the spirit. You know, yet through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord is strengthening the elect. So in the times of the Lord strengthening the elect, it's not finna be no weak shit going on. Now is the time to build strength through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Not get weak. You know, because this place fucking evil. It'll have you weak sometimes. Weak in the knees. Right? Psalms 23:4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Fucking America. America. You know, when the elder apostles go into how this is the valley of the shadow of death, it makes perfect sense. This is the worst place on the planet. Ever. In all human history. It gets no worse than this fucking place right here. Everybody is wicked, evil, weird, out of place. You know what I mean? Just envious. You know, you can have a nice, you know, you might just have a nice shirt on. Jake will come up and take it up off you. Just cause. Just to show that he hard. Just to prove, you know, just to prove himself. You know, fucking Eve got on bodysuits, ass hanging all types of out. You know, the women are fucking wicked. Alright. This place at an all-time low. May Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Hashem Kakwadash destroy this fucking place, man. Swiftly, because it gotta go. It gotta go. We continue day in and day out seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and asking the Lord for him to come and save his elect and destroy this damn place. Right, going back to Psalms 23:3, he restored my soul. So us knowing through the spirit that this place is going to be destroyed, that lift us up. We lift it up. See, we not lifted up with the pride of life like these people, man. These people are proud. They just proud. Here it is, nigga, poor and proud. First John 2:16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, yeah, and this, I mean, anything. You can get anything here. Literally. You know, whether that's on the black market, whether that's on, whatever the case is. Here in Babylon the Great, you can get anything. Anything you could possibly think of, you can get here. If you got the money. That's a wicked fucking society. You know, which we know what the elite's favorite drink is. That, not that Sunny D, that Sunny A. You know. That's part of the wickedness of this place. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows about the deeds. Everybody knows about the deeds of the elite for the most part. Okay? They with it. They fine with it. They fine if you want to drink Achrome, they're fine with it. The masses are okay with it. If you want to, let me watch my wording here. If you want to, boom, if you want to pop, a fucking transformer, this is the place. So you go anywhere else, they're gonna stone your ass down. They're gonna whoop your ass out your clothes. Hey, try some of this. Some of the same things that you try here. Try some of that in South America. Try some of that in the Middle East, or in Africa, or in Asia. Hell, anywhere else in the world. Yet now it's becoming the norm. Now you can go anywhere, and you're gonna see a damn transformer. You're gonna see a fucking 6'8" nigga, with a, fake BBL, some fake C cups or whatever, driving a Mercedes, living it up. Don't even got a job. And that's fucking, that's fucking disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. You basically, you're a prostitute. You're a fake woman prostitute. Alright, here in Babylon the Great, that's a whole profession. To just be a woman and just, get popped. Or portray yourself as a woman, Salakia, and get popped. That's a whole thing. That's a whole racket and scheme that's going on. And this the place for it. All types of scamming. You got OF. You got women selling feet pics. Anything you can think of. These people selling it. Alright, these women selling farts in a jar. It's to the point now where you hear something ridiculous and it's true. You don't even necessarily need the proof at this point. You just know it's true. Right? Because all the non-believers say, okay, where's the proof of this? Where's the proof of that? We know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Right? 1 John 2:16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Yeah, so fuck this place. It ain't nothing good in Babylon the Great. Outside of the elect. Everything else trash. It's through. We ain't got to worry about this place too much longer. These proud ass people walking around like everything's cool. This place ain't got that long. You niggas walking around with your chest out. Okay, the Lord gonna sink you niggas chest in, man. I cannot wait till the Lord start caving you niggas chests in. Okay, turn, like the elder apostle Gabar, likes to say, cut a nigga asunder, chop a nigga down. The Lord is gonna be coming with vengeance and fury in his heart, in his mind. A perfect hatred. The Lord is coming. That's right. The Lord is coming back with hate. Full hate. You're going to feel that hate. The brothers out there in Memphis, Shalom. Out there in Memphis, they say, okay, you got some hate on your chest. All right, the Lord has hate on his chest, and he's going to get it off, man. When the Lord come back, he's not going to say, oh man, I wish, I would have subdued the nations a little bit better, or I wish I would have this. There's going to be no regrets when it comes to the Lord. The Lord going to come to do what he was created to do, to save the elect of the nation of Israel. He created the elect, right? Yahweh created Yahushua. Yahushua created the elect. Psalms 23 and 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. So these bad times is coming. It is what it is, though. It says, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And Lord's will through the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakakudash. The Lord is with us. Right? Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And a rod is meant for correction. So we're comforted by correction. We're comforted by getting told, hey, get your shit together. It's all scriptural. How could there be a problem? We seeking after Yahweh Shem Yahushua and everything that comes with it. That's what comes with it. That's part of being in this truth, is being corrected. Constantly having to say Salaki, constantly praying to the Lord, asking him for forgiveness, asking for forgiveness from brothers. Psalms 23 and the end of 4, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. We've had elders before us, who have served through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, to build up the elect. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. So before your very eyes, the elect of the nation of Israel is rising up. The scriptures speak about a great army. Well, let me get that. Ezekiel 37 and 10, it says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Revelation 11 and 11, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Shem Yahushua entered into them, the elect, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Yeah, so they're fearing now. The heathen is fearing. Oh, here it is. Ezekiel 37 and 11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Dry. Needing water. A thirst. See, our people are athirst for the truth, for righteousness. And only the elect are going to turn to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in these last days, man. We in the last days, okay, without a shadow of a doubt. This place, Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, is through. All right, and it ain't got much longer. We're going to keep bringing it up. You know, there's plenty of facts, you know, to support that statement. Each verse in the scriptures is a statement from the Lord. A fact, 100% fact. The Lord already spoke on this place being destroyed. You know, the upliftment of the elect. Right? The pushing down of the heathen to the point where they're nothing. Well, they already were nothing. It's just the Lord, gave them that directive. Okay, rule over the Israelites. All right. Because why? Because we turned against him. So now we're currently facing that punishment. You know, yet through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know, we are making our way. Slowly but surely, we are making our way, man. To the point where, Lord's will, we get beamed up by the Lord. All right, we stay steadfast in this walk. All right, making our way down the path, that righteous, straight path. Because it's finna get bad out here. It's already bad out here. It's finna get worse. These people finna get worse. All right, you already can feel it. All right, so with that, Lord's will, you are edified. Call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors once again to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, taught me this truth, along with the sincere salutations to the elder bishops, okay, including you brothers, teaching and preaching the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua all abroad, all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, Baraka Thumb unto you brothers, man. Keep pushing. All right, every day we inch closer and closer and closer to the Lord's return. All right, we just have, we got to endure until our Lord comes back. Lord's will, we be of the elect. All right, we get to see our Lord come back. Even if we're beheaded, right? Hey, you get beheaded for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua's sake, you can still be of the elect. All right, this is a spiritual battle. Okay, to make it all the way to the end. Lord's will, you brothers continue to push forward through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Shalom.